Good morning, Rock Harbor Church. Welcome. As you see, I'm Pastor Rory, and I will be filling in for Pastor Brandon today as he's enjoying that plane ride back, I'm sure. Forgot to mention last session, too, that there will be no class this Wednesday night. So if you come to get the wonderful food that Terry makes, you'll be disappointed, so make sure you don't show up. All right. So the last few times I've been up here, I know it's interspersed in between, I've been going through the book of Exodus, and we've been looking at the Exodus generation from the moment they cross through the Red Sea and they become believers in the Lord. They see all the Lord has done, and they come to this moment, and the Lord starts working with them very specifically. It's really called progressive sanctification. He's teaching them about himself, and they're now at the point where we're going to look at this famous passage where they're going to be at Mount Sinai. And it's 3 months to the day they're going to arrive, and this is that passage where the Lord comes down on the mountain in the cloud and talks to them specifically. It's the giving of the 10 Commandments. And I'm not going to go over the 10 Commandments today. We are going to look at a lot of the relational language that's used in there, though, of what's being talked about. And we're going to look at the law of the Messiah as that applies more specifically to us, actually, and how that relates. Now, I've titled this The Boundaries of a Holy God, and really when we're looking at this, we're going to see there's a lot of warnings in the Lord here about breaking boundaries. It's an important thing to think when you look at God and we say holy. Holy is it's a big term. We use it of God. Obviously, it's something that's very specific to him. God is holy, right? And it's a word describing all that he is, but really it's a word that's insufficient when you talk about God who's infinite. Using a word, it's like, oh, wow, what does that really mean? There's a lot there. Yet, it's what we use, the words we were given. Well, what does holy really mean? If we look at the term like in the Hebrew, the word's kadosh, right? Sacred, holy, holy one, saint, or set apart. So like in us, in relationship to it, as we follow our Lord's admonitions, we become more holy or saints, set apart ones, right? For God, he is the set apart one because he is other. Holy, 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 he is other than us. He is the other one in his holiness, and that's describing all that he is. Now in the Greek, it says hagios, sacred,